Hello, and welcome back to Nat19, Vestige of Ophiuchus, Campaign 1, Session 18. I'm speaking loud enough that I can't hear any interruptions. I don't know what you're saying. Stop laughing, nothing's fun. You're not here to have fun, Brad.
Okay.
All right.
Brad, what happened last time?
I don't remember.
Somebody please, help! Is anybody out there?
And you hear the footfalls of various humanoids and the clanking of metallic armor as you see the shadows of several regular-looking humanoids rushing towards you. After a moment, you can tell they all appear to be guards from Fort Deepwell. As you see this group rushing towards you, there doesn't seem to be anything chasing them at first. You see one of the footfalls of the guard that's in the lead of all of them, who is running as fast as he humanly can, clearly not trying to conserve stamina. You see him get caught on a tree root and fall. As he does, the other guards rush up towards him, and they seem to come down on him with their weapons. You guys see them taking their weapons, and you hear the other guards as they rush towards him.
Would
I
not
have
recommend that if they have
no
any
weapons. I could maybe bite them.
Mrs. Horse!
She's huge!
She's massive!
You are on Mrs. Horse. She is.
I am Mrs. Horse!
She large! Gonna roll initiative on you guys as they see there's other people. The guard looks up at you guys, looks back at the other guards that are rushing at them with their weapons. You hear them moaning out, just like, "Stop! You've invaded the fort! You can't be allowed to!" And then you see the guard look over to you guys. "Please, help! Stop resisting! Stop resisting arrest!" He strikes
You don't even know
him.
the guy, so...
Oh, jeez, max damages him. He brings a short sword down and drives it into him. "Stop resisting arrest! Stop trying to flee! It's for your own good!" Knocking him back, the other guard falls to the ground, having been pierced by the spear. And then he stands, being like, "Criminal, you are under the..." And he just trails off. "Stop resisting! Surrender!" And he brings his foot down and strikes it into the side of his head. He is going to have failed 2 of his death saves.
Stop resisting, you...
So he's
you
dead.
unconscious fuck.
So he's dead now.
2 death saves. But he's not dead.
I mean, that person's going, so he's dead now.
It could be so. He's going to rush forward. He is going to go for his 1 attack. Yep. He missed. With advantage, he got a 1 and a 5. Rushing forward, he goes for an attack. He trips over the same route that Gobrick tripped over on his way in.
Step away from that man, or face the forces of hell. And I'll use major image.
Just create a massive creature made of mist. For the sake of context, you create this large Baylor-looking demon that is made of wisp with mist with fire seeming to stream off its body that is itself also made of mist, as if a tornado and a demon merged together. They all turn towards you guys and notice you. They get up and they seem to leave the guy on the ground alone, having seen this. "Protect criminals, kobold conspirators!" And they begin moving towards you guys.
Yeah, man.
Oh no!
Mrs. Horse, no!
I tried moving Mrs. Horse, but I moved the token instead.
Well,
What?
the major
Okay,
image has her now.
Has
Him.
now!
Damn it, Rolly! You kill everything you touch.
You watered. Why did you
Why
water
am I
down
this
Vogan's
way?
horse?
I really am a monster.
All right, Quintus.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
I love Mrs. Horse so much.
Same. Same.
All right. I am gonna do some Eldritch Blasts.
Quick, make your major image solidify and actually become a greater demon.
Oh!
That is... I think you may be overestimating what I can
Quick,
do.
Rolly, do it!
You know what? Sure, that's what I'm doing that right now.
All right,
But you...
that hits.
Yes! Look at its fist!
Oof, big hit.
And with Repelling Blast, I push him 10 feet back.
Oh, nice. Yeah, you strike him, he gets blown back by it. He catches himself on a low branch on the tree, just reaching up and grabbing onto it to prevent himself from falling.
And one more beam.
Oh.
Resisting.
For the first time, all of you see Raleigh fire a second beam. As you do, he puts up his spear and strikes the Eldritch Blast coming at him, which causes it to split and go around him.
Get out of the fort. You're breaking the law.
And
Just move it off of all of us, and we're like, oh no!
Take him down, Kitty.
Honestly, at this point, Miriam's gonna sit back down.
Kitty, take him down.
No, get him! Get him! Get him!
Nah, you guys got this. I hope you got this.
so that's your turn? Yeah. His turn.
Okay.
Oh no!
He's gonna rush forward and attack the boy.
Oh no!
No.
Butts.
Stop resisting!
Yeah, goes forward, gets a crit,
Oh no.
Oh, well, GG.
and
GG
strikes.
indeed.
He's down again.
Bye, Galbrick.
Well,
Fenris, get him back up!
I'm gonna.
Drives him into the ground. You're asleep. And Fenris.
To be fair.
You could,
He's been knocked out.
you know, do a cantrip, like Sacred Flame or
Just
something.
Yeah, I was gonna shoot him with a crossbow, but Sacred Flame works too. There we go. Oh brain. Oh brain.
Oh, brain.
Okay. I have a gift for you.
Yay!
Yep,
Oh,
he failed.
Yeah.
Got him.
I have gift for you, and it's fire, and it's not.
Yay!
So you've decided to be a healer this time around, have you, Fenris?
Well,
Very well.
Oh.
That's my turn.
I should just have a button that's just a recording of me that I can hit on my soundboard that just says, "We are playing Nat19." So,
Oh, come on!
you got him. He takes 3 damage as his body ignites into sacred flame. As he burns alive, he does react, but he's reacting as if he's like there's a light rain on him, and you just hear a Mary Mist is gonna jump off of the wagon, puts her hand forward, and she's gonna fire a ray of frost at the boy.
Ooh.
Shoink. That's a hit.
That's a whole ray.
Blasts the boy. Gets 2 ones, but kills him.
Yay!
She gets
That's
off.
one more one than you needed.
She like snaps her fingers towards him and fires this very small, almost like slow-going bolt of frost that strikes him. And when it does, it just hits him in the side of the head. You hear like a faint crack. There's a moment where he looks back. He's like, ugh, and then he just falls backwards. You know what?
Stick.
You know what? I'm gonna level up Billy. Billy has 4 hit points now.
What?
Oh,
That's amazing.
he's so
Oh my
strong.
There you go. Billy.
Survive like
Basically invincible
a
now.
rat bite. Like 3 rat bites.
All right, I'm gonna remove them all, and you guys should be
Billy
down
wear
to
heavy armor.
heckin' what?
Oh my, no, you can't put armor on your illusion owl. Fuck off.
The owl's not an illusion. The owl's not an illusion.
Familiar.
Buffalo bird.
Nah,
However, it
he's
is
afford
true
more
though.
weight.
You can't put armor on your familiar. It wouldn't disappear with
Yeah.
the familiar.
He's a stupid.
Plus,
fake
I don't know.
bird.
I don't think it'd be interesting to have the conversation about functional barding for an owl.
Well, I mean, there's that Guardians of Galhul. They have armor in that.
Okay,
words.
I don't know what that is.
I don't know what that is.
It's you guys don't know what?
It's like that CGI movie
What
from
the
like
fuck?
10 years ago.
That's such a weird. Okay, I don't know. They're owls with armor and they like fight and stuff. I don't know.
Yeah, I didn't watch that weird fucking movie.
It's also a book. Thank you very much.
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, jeez.
I remember what you're talking about, Brad. Don't worry.
Listen, if we were talking about polar bears, this would be different. But we're talking about owls here. Gonna place you guys over here. As you guys are sneaking forward, Miriam, you peek around the corner, and as you do, you hear a very loud twig snap behind you, followed by 4 more twig snaps, each louder than the last.
Sorry.
No, 3 more twig snaps,
Sorry.
followed by a small tree being pushed over by Logan. Just before that happens, you do look around the corner, and you do see there's a small group of them. It's hard to see exactly who is who in the shadows, but you definitely make out that there's roughly 4 to 6 that you can see. One of them appears to be wearing the bones of some larger creature as if it were armor, and there's a large lizard-like creature. It's like large comparatively, like it's not horse-sized, but it's a beefy lizard. Looks like a guard drake from where you are, sitting beside it.
Standing next to a kobold.
Yeah. They appear to be watching through, but as soon as these cracks happen and you turn back towards them, they are all looking in that direction.
Is it a swollebold?
Is it a swollebold? That's a missed opportunity.
It's a fucking creature in the creature codex.
Is it?
Oh my god.
Yeah.
What?
I found it just yesterday. I was like, what the fuck is this?
Miriam, as you hear the cracks and turn around the corner and then hear them all do this, then look back, you see them all looking over towards you, yellow eyes glowing in the night. There's a moment of silence as the two groups meet eyes, followed by, in this exact stance, one of them pointing forward and just going, "Ah!" And the others all charge forward. What immediately seems like a cry of fear, it becomes apparent to you guys. That is a war cry for that boy. We are rolling initiative.
That's why they were wiped out of the fucking strike land.
Oh, we're so good at stealth.
He looks to all of the kobolds that are around him, and you hear him yelling in Draconic something that sounds relatively inspiring, and once again ends with like, "Istak, Sendoetskaika, Tik, Hello!" And then you just hear a chorus of them all begin yelling at once. This one spreads a pair of leathery wings, and it picks up a rock nearby with both of its hands, takes to the sky, and starts soaring towards you guys.
Does he pick up a rock, or does he pick up his friend Rock and throw him?
No, he picks up a rock. All right. Swoosh also grabs a rock and hurtles forward.
Swoosh.
Rock is gonna rush forward.
Go, kitty, move.
They all start rushing your way. All right, Lexi, what's up?
Okay, I'm like soups at the back here, so I'm just gonna heckin'.
It's true.
Hubby.
Why is the rogue in the back on a stealth mission?
Dude, right? Fuck, I got
Well, they not won,
man.
you see.
Like, today's not my day.
Yeah.
Like, shit.
They're really confused about what they're doing.
Let me get here.
It's never your day, Carrie.
As you pop out and you see this charge, you see this group of small draconic humanoids running towards you, and as they all see you, they raise up their rocks and daggers and just let out a "Ah!" as they all like try to. You see one of them skid briefly to a stop as you yell back at it, then it slaps itself in the face and rushes forward again.
That's all
That boy
until he's embarrassed.
is going to take out a short bow from on top of his dragon, and that boy is going to go ahead and he's going to fire, and he's going to fire at Raleigh.
Fuck! We just fucking got him back. Come on.
Oh.
You maintain concentration, but that fires at you and strikes you. You get hit. Instantly, you feel a burning sensation coming from where the bone arrow strikes into you. You are now
Die
poisoned.
again.
No.
Woo! Not me.
Lexi turns around and leaves.
Sorry guys, I'm out. I can't be around this. I can't.
Time for nump.
Time. It is nump time.
I hate it.
Nump charges. Nump swings a sling and casts the attack at Fenris. And it hits.
Oh, beans!
Oh no!
A rock strikes Fenris, dealing 5 damage.
Hey, Fenris, can you see that? See that? It's a dragon brought so low it lets a kobold ride it.
You hear just a... It got a 2! It tears!
That was the biggest insult it's probably ever gotten.
Yo, damn, dude.
Throw a disadvantage on that attack.
That was very funny, Miriam. Laughing at it. Pointed laughing as she's seen Vogan do.
It looks towards you. The kobold on its back points a spear down towards Raleigh, who the captain clearly has decided to go after him. as it's like pointing, going like, ah! Ah! The dragon just locks eyes on Miriam. You see the kobold trying to wrench its head over towards where Raleigh is, and it just keeps dragging its head back.
One hand on my sitter and the other one comes forward like Morpheus.
That your turn?
Yeah, that's me.
Look at that boy. It's Buggy.
No.
Two claws appear and its nose just peek out over the top.
And it's like
Just the snout comes up. Did I get him?
Oh my
and
god.
it's like when a dog sticks its face in a camera.
Oh yeah.
All right.
Love it.
It's-
I'll be right back.
It's nump time.
Oh, poor Nump.
If you look at him, he just
Finish
responds,
it.
"It's always nump time."
I'm guessing it's 16 hits.
That hits, yes, he's a kobold. He's dead.
Die.
Die numb.
Last
It's always numb time.
It's always nump
No
time.
longer numb time.
It zooms in on his head like it's nump time. It's always nump time. What the? And then zooms out. His head is on the ground.
All right, Rock. You saw what I did to your friend?
It's rock time.
Oh! It's rock time.
Rock time.
Oh my
It's
god! 2 ones
rock
get still killed. Oh, you got. You rolled 2 ones. That critical would have been 8 damage if it wasn't for the plug
Yeah.
in.
Oh my god.
You just walk up and kick him into the horizon.
Amazing.
He flies several feet and dies, but for the sake of comedy, there's an alternate universe where you kick him and he is in space.
I'm gonna
Vogan, you've seen a few kobolds in your day. I will note to you, this is definitely the strongest kobold you've ever seen in your life.
a worthy challenger. Finally, someone of your kind that can actually take a hit. All right.
Zooms in on kobold's face. The fated day. That's
I was on
oh
the
my
max.
god, that was a nasty hit.
Yeah.
It takes 20 damage. That's a hit.
All right, now you're dead. No!
Wow.
He's not dead. How?
Is this Nat19?
How
No,
is this possible?
Not Nat19. He has more
Wow.
hit points than you, Vogan.
All right. So after playing whack-a-mole with this guy for a bit, I'm like, just kind of pissed off because of the poison and everything. It's like, oh, nuts to this. Slam my cane into the side of the fucking wall, make it ring like a tuning fork, and I cast Shatter on the 2 of them.
I love it.
I'm gonna take cover off them because that won't account for that. So
That is the best thing ever.
Oh.
Izzy, I love that.
Yeah, man.
they both fail.
Nice. Get him.
Oh man!
You cast Shatter. That part of the wall at the top explodes and crumbles inward. Whenever part of the rubble falls forward out to where you are, and it all crumples into a heap. When the dust from it clears, you see one tiny kobold hand reaching out from the rubble, just petrified in place in death. Swoosh!
Doing good.
Swoosh is going to produce
Come at
enough.
me, Swoosh.
He reaches into his little kobold pack. He produces a rock that's not as impressively big as the former one, but does allow him to use his drop rock attack. He's going to carry it over to Miriam, and he's going to drop rock.
No.
I stabbed you.
He Nat19'd.
No!
Boom! Oh no!
No!
Bonk.
Yeah. Nonchalantly, a rock just comes from off screen above you, hits you, and takes you to the ground. And Miriam, make a death save.
No!
Aaron, I swear to God.
That's a fail.
Aaron. Aaron.
Lexi.
Man, we should have picked
that
up healing push.
Dragons.
I can't wait for Miriam to die and you guys to have to invade the underground palace of the Mineral King to get his soul back.
I have 2 Revivify and I'm not afraid to use them.
Oh shit, she's scared.
Lexi, the dragon's getting away.
I know. I'm trying to
Get
get
it.
it. Can I get it from where I am? Do I need to move?
With your crossbow? You can hit it from there.
Yeah. Sweet.
Oh, the dragon. Yes, you can get the dragon.
Okay, cool.
The dragon, if it changes anything, it looks like it is flying away at this point.
Kill
But
that
XP,
I want to kill it. Yeah,
dragon.
fuck you, dragon.
That's a hit. Why did you have?
Why
do you
did
have
I have advantage?
Oh,
I
'cause
didn't-
Oh, the help action.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a help!
Oh, you have sneak attack!
Oh, hell yeah! Oh my god,
Get
die!
it, Lexi!
Oh my god, die though.
That dragon is down. You aim at the kobold, fire past it. The bolt goes past its head. It hits the dragon in the back of the head. It lets out a brief, tiny little roar, and then just begins almost like it's malfunctioning in the air, turning to the side, gliding slightly, and then falls entirely. Hits the tree, breaking branches on the way down, and then hits the ground next to it.
Go ahead, Brain.
I'm gonna use a 2nd level cure wounds, cause that's all I have left.
Save that boy.
Boop.
Heckin'.
I better.
Wait, no. She just stabs him like, wait, no, let me do
Roll
the
the
right
right
thing.
thing.
Stab. Okay.
Travis,
Do
yeah.
I have to apply the effect again?
Yes.
To have it?
Yes.
Okay. Boop. Boop.
It's
Oh.
I don't want to talk about it.
Oh my god.
Voga points at you and laughs.
Just her head just slightly turns away so Vogan can't see it. She's just
I'm not to
crying.
swoosh. So can you take that off of swoosh looking?
all right. I'll go over here, and
Ha
I'll pull out a dagger and start chucking daggers at Swoosh.
Go for
Oh,
it.
dude.
There's a
Can we
couple on the ground, so once you're done with
Yeah.
Can we raid the armory here so I can get some javelins?
Like, right? Goddamn.
It's a miss.
Oh, no.
Second dagger. Ha!
That hits.
Yeah.
You throw the
Proud
first
of you.
dagger up into the air. It makes it like spins and makes it just up to him, and he just reaches out his hand and like plucks it out of the air. Now has your dagger. The second one then comes up and strikes him.
Oh, why did I? Oh, because the hunter thing. Sorry.
So 2 of that damage shouldn't have
Take
happened.
off 2. Yeah.
Then we'll get
That's still
Scorpion
pretty
Mark
good.
off of
Take
you.
off.
I did it. I got you. Heckin' boop boop. Alrighty, that's
I
you.
cast a dagger at a higher level.
Boof.
He isn't
Alright.
here. Logan, jeez.
I know.
Yeah.
He's probably dead.
Gonna,
Why? He didn't do anything wrong. They got.
gonna move my hex with my bonus action to swoosh.
Nice.
Let's see here, where
What a
is-
good time.
Where are you, hex?
It would have disappeared with the thing that was on it.
Crank.
Alright.
Also a
That's rough, buddy.
kobold. It's 50-50.
Yeah, man.
You missed.
Ooh.
Oh.
Yeah,
One
one more, yeah,
more.
one more.
One more time!
You hit.
Yeah, he's
Dropped a
dead.
19,
Now he's
though.
dead.
That sucks.
Swoosh is gone.
Yeah!
How do you do this?
Yeah.
I'm just like delirious from the poison, completely pissed off. Like, I am just so done with all of you. Wildly firing Eldritch blasts at him until one of them just like pegs him in the head.
We're all like ducking out
You're
of the way.
like
Oh,
dizzy
geez.
from the poison, and you think you're shooting like 4 or 5 kobolds.
Yeah.
Oh, it's-
Oh god, they're multiplying!
What's he talking about? There's one.
Alright.
So many of them!
incinerate it. It freezes from the attack. It falls, hits the ground, and shatters.
Logan, why are all these guards named Samantha?
Are they? They are. Did that happen again? One sec. That's the problem. Okay, so whenever I named one of the guards, I accidentally named the base guard template. And,
Okay.
and when I did that, it caused, because I named one Samantha, and then fucking all the ones that I placed using that NPC sheet became named Samantha. So 1 second while I replace all the Samanthas.
I saw something on the roof across from the captain's quarters.
Wow.
I'm gonna take the thieves' tools from her mage hand and use them.
Go ahead. Go ahead, roll thieves' tools.
That's better.
You manage to open it. It clicks open as they all shamble towards you and start picking up speed as their intention seems to become stronger to capture you. You fumble with it, and you click open the lock and pull the door open. As you get in, you are immediately tackled to the ground and pinned. A large shape presses a claw down against your throat and holds you in place.
Jerky!
After a second, you see the form of a large tiger pinning you down, growling at you.
Jerky, it's us.
This is gonna hurt me.
He's the one who gave you the stuff, remember? Please remember.
Please remember. Oh God.
Looking towards the two of you, it backs off from you.
Oh, Jerky.
Thank God!
It still
door.
remain.
Yeah,
She's
maybe.
not technically in there yet. I'm just saying I'm pretty sure she's going to be. But yeah, it backs off from you, a sense of recognition in its eyes, but it still backs up against the
Still
wall,
jerky.
gets down into a somewhat scared, startled position. Thunder strikes, quickly followed by lightning, and as you're moving, you see a large shadow with long, lanky arms standing just at the end of this corner of the wall. When lightning lights up everything, you see glowing yellow eyes staring into you. Then as soon as the lightning flash is gone, the shadow seems to disappear with it. Everything falls into darkness again. And squinting as hard as you can't see what was there.
Oh.
As it happens, as you rush through, you feel a large claw-like hand grab onto you and cast you off the side. You are going to fall down, and you're going to take 30 damage. Or you're going to take 3d6 damage.
Oh no.
30 damage.
Flat 30. Like shit.
Did you take minimum?
I didn't put it on him yet.
Oh,
There it is.
shit.
You take 10 damage as you hit the ground again. Looking up, silhouetted against the slightly lighter sky and the stars above, you see a large shadow with wings folded in like a cloak that seems to turn its head up at you, turns to the side, and saunters back out of your view onto the wall. You turn just in time as another flash of lightning reveals a large shadow, but you get a good look at what the creature is this time as it comes out of hiding. You see, standing about a foot over you. I'm preparing for a very particular reaction here.
Oh Jesus.
Oh no!
There it is.
Oh.
What the hell is that?
Oh.
I didn't know we were
Dragon.
fighting Tiamat.
Oh.
What is that?
Oh.
It's Night
It's a-
Dragon.
Is that a swole ball?
It's an Abishai.
It jumps up onto the ledge beside you, lifts its foot up, kicks you, and pushes you off the side, causing you to fall 30 feet.
Logan, that's not a grapple.
That's a shove.
Look how the tables have tabled.
Ah!
Tables.
You're going to take
No!
9 damage from the fall. Fenris, you look over, you hear a strike of thunder as you see Quintus. You hear the yell mixing into the thunder as he gets thrown off and see the form of something. Another flash of light, and then when it stops, the creature seems to be gone.
I'm gonna start nudging Raleigh, who's next to me. There's something else here.
Unless Billy can hear that.
I'm trying to get you to snap
I'd
why
say
she's
that
shaking
Billy.
you.
I'd say that
Shaking you,
Billy
dude.
would have heard the yell of Quintus falling and generally seen that.
Ah!
So you'd be aware something's happening. You hear in the back of your head, not in common, just telepathically, the intention of words that sound draconic, but you pick up on their meaning. Just enters into your mind, and you just hear, "Leave the research, and you may go in peace. We know your face.
Basic
Come out!
silent knock.
You're surrounded! You're trespassing!" An arm comes through the door. It breaks through, grasping in towards you guys. "You violated the law of the land! You need to!" And then it reaches down, starts trying to fumble for the lock inside.
With Fenris there, actually, I think the best thing for me to do is not to climb and to actually defend down here while Fenris goes up there.
That's what I was
Probably.
thinking,
Ah,
but I
damn
didn't
it.
want to say it.
Damn it!
Why didn't you want to say it?
You should
I
have.
don't know.
Making his choice.
He's allowed to
He's
make
making his
choices.
choice in the moment.
I'm allowed. It's my turn. She doesn't have to say anything.
But yeah, so is that what you've decided to do?
Suggest things.
Yes, I'm gonna stay down here. I'm going to. Can I interaction pick up that javelin?
It's a spear, but yeah, you can pick it up.
Oh, it's a spear. Okay, I thought it was a javelin.
You can still throw it.
Yeah, it's still a throwing weapon.
I will pick that boy up then.
Alrighty.
Maybe I could use the net.
Do it!
Your 2 nets.
I have 2 of them. I can multi-attack.
God!
Oh my
Fuck him up!
goodness.
You can't multi-tech net.
Shut up.
No, he totally can.
Don't ruin his fun.
How dare you?
Shut your fucking mouth.
Have you considered shutting the fuck up?
I will. God, if I step forward, this guy's gonna.
I'll kill you.
Is there any way I can hold my breath?
Yes, if your assumption is that the mist would be entering in through your lungs to cause that.
Right. God dang it. This is gonna suck. Oh well, let's go. I'm fucking stepping out here.
Alright. Oh, this
I'm
is
stepping out here, and I am 10 feet away from this boy, so I'm just gonna start stabbing him.
Gotcha. Go
Damn.
for it.
It's like, it's much better than just
Yeah,
using
a reach
the spear.
weapon would deal with the blood issue, so go ahead.
It's much better than using the spear, and hopefully I murder him. Let's see. Hey-ya! Nope! Of course
Well.
not! Let's go again!
Well.
No! Okay then! Action search! There we go!
There it is! Go for it!
Hey-ya! Damn it! Alright, last attack!
That's
There
a
we
hit!
go! Hey-ya! Damn it! Second wind! That's me! I'm gone! Goodbye!
So much happened at once there.
I do not want to get within 5 feet of this fucker.
Yeah.
I'm just wind chain. I'm gonna try and get the boy over there.
Gotcha. Noting that you can't even see the boy at the door there. You can hear him, like, clamoring, but you can't
Sure.
actually see him. But yeah, go for it.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. That's an 18. I assume that hits.
Damn.
That does in
Yaw.
fact.
All right, second attack.
Those of you,
Yaw.
Shit.
that hits. Quintus and Fenris, you guys looking down at him, you just see him get slashed apart as though by an invisible force.
Got it! This, go help Aristo!
Dude, they're just like terrified. They're like, oh, what the fuck did that? Oh, we need to be afraid of that thing. Oh, Jesus. Like, fucking no idea it's Vogan.
Yeah.
All right. This boy's going to step forward, and he is going to allow himself to glide down there.
Nin.
A large dark shadow hits the ground next to you guys. He did not. He's going to real quick. Fenris and Quintus, I'd like you guys to roll me perception checks. He's going to attempt to go into stealth. Oof.
I appreciate your.
I say no!
I also say no!
He got higher than you, but in the spirit of friendliness, I will say that you both managed to keep track of him as he falls down. He met.
In the spirit of friendliness.
He
Oh, he already knows. He already knows. Logan already knows he fucked up. I'm kidding.
In the spirit
Fenris,
of I accidentally made this fight too hard.
I did not. I don't believe that, actually. I believe someone tried to cast daylight, and the things that were perfectly content sitting back and being like, this is funny, were like, none of that. It hits there. It is going to turn towards you, Quintus, and it is going to take a scimitar attack at you. It hits. Slashes you. You take maximum damage.
Swear to God.
Roll me an athletics check as it is going to attempt to grapple you.
Livid.
I'm furious.
Hey.
It reaches out, grabs you, presses you against the wall to try to hold you there with an oversized hand. You push away from it. As you do, it is going to come in and try to bite you. It didn't at 20, but it almost did. It landed on it, then it moved. It does hit. It bites into you. You take 19 damage. As it's biting into you, again, it raises its wings and curls them around you, like covering you from Fenris's point of view. And again, both of you just hear, "We would be content with the research. Leave it." And this boy's gonna go. He's gonna get up here and he's gonna start futzing with a window in the side of the in the side of it.
You can't use a word like futzing.
Oh, he's futzing. Look at him. He's fucking. He's wom-dambling. He's wom-dambling, trying to fucking wibble-wobble that window right open.
People are dying, Logan.
Wom-dambling. Gonna run open that damn there window right there. The boy's gonna come over and he's gonna take a look-see around the battlefield. He's gonna go ahead and he's like, oh, there's a little bit of a Vogan over there. You're gonna be like, attention, Vogan. You are an evildoer. You are surrounded. Surrender. And he's going to walk forward.
You're surrounded over
All right,
there.
Fenris, it's your turn. What are you going to do?
Oh my
Guys, take this. Guys, take this seriously. What are you doing, Fenris?
I hate you, Logan.
Guys, I'm gonna need you to take this seriously.
There's no.
Makes sense.
Lexi, it's dark. You hear the sounds of fighting outside.
Medium, I can't see and I don't really know what to do and I think there's still a guy at the door. What do we do?
Yeah, I haven't planned this far. Working on the darkness.
Oh, okay.
Don't really got anything to deal with, but I'm figuring it out.
I am going to shoot wildly at the door and hope I hit the arm that was come through it.
You're going to do what?
I'm gonna shoot at the door and hope I hit the arm that you said was coming through it.
All right. Go ahead, target him, and you roll your attack. It'll have disadvantage. Oh my God, Baby Slayer Hendrix. I fucking whatever. Call yourself whatever you want.
Yeah, good.
Know that you will receive no favors from me.
Hey, fucking Raleigh's got Dad Slayer, Vogan's got Bear Slayer. Like, you know, their fucking case. Like, leave me alone.
That hits. Why did you? Because it's also blinded.
This. Ah.
Hecking.
I can get it.
Yeah, you hit it.
No one's close enough to snack attack, so it's just stand their ass attack.
Yeah. Go ahead and roll your damage.
D. Damn it.
You fire at it. You strike it. You hear a groan and you hear the sound of flesh being torn into, but it seems to be clamoring.
Oh, I think I hit that.
Sounded like you did.
Yeah.
Is that your turn?
It sounded like loud.
Uh-huh. That's my turn.
You hear the sound of its hand graze the lock. You hear the clicking of it, but you don't hear the full sound of it unlatching. Miriam.
I wouldn't know where this darkness goes.
Marion, what do we do?
Alrighty, I need you to be ready for this because it could work or it could not work, but I'm gonna do a thing. I'm gonna go find the door.
Oh, be careful. I trust you, but be careful.
Yeah, just when you hear the noise, and you will hear it, the door might not be here anymore. Thunderwave, 3rd level.
Alrighty. Make it roll.
All right.
I assume you're hitting that whole square outside there, so you're hitting both of them? Yep. Vogan, you just see these zombies walking toward, these husks walking towards you, and you're just preparing for them. And then this eruption of force just blasts them back. They both succeed, but do your half damage.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Damn.
They both get blasted by it. The door's definitely... Well, if you put your hand on the door, you can technically have it erupt, like, from just the other side. So the door could... Yeah, the door could still be there.
Alright, that didn't work. It's still trying to get in.
What? Uh-oh.
Vogan, you feel the eruption as the little alleyway between these two buildings is filled with this blast.
Anything within 300 feet heard that.
Surrender. You shouldn't be here. And you hear something begin fumbling its way into the darkness. Another window opens on the side of the building. A spear comes out and strikes this boy.
The guards, they're helping.
You
Finally.
see a spear come out and strike him.
Finally.
He falls to the ground. A head pokes out. What's going on? It's you! Oh my... You have your hood up. I assume you've had it up through all this.
Yes.
You're with the highest...
I'm Vogan.
Right! He looks over, sees the Abishai. So that's what it was. What are you doing?
We're trying to get Kavirim's research and help out you guys.
He's like starts like banging on the windowsill. All right, we'll be right out. You see him
Thanks.
disappear. Everyone, reinforcements are here. We have to push forward. A boy runs out, knowing that the guys are not at the front door anymore. He gets out, opens the door, the main door to the area. Actually, you wouldn't have to do that. You could just get to there. Sees the Abishai over there, aims a crossbow and fires it at it.
Thank you.
Get him.
Hits him.
Yeah!
As he strikes it, it lets out a... You just hear the guy be like, so you're the snickering bitch that's been watching us. Oh, you're going to get it now.
You tell him! Oh!
This boy is going to continue attacking the boy it's attached to.
Yay!
He hits.
Did I just give that thing advantage?
Yes.
Yeah, you did.
It hits.
Way to
It does its damage. It goes for a second attack, and it misses the second one as it keeps trying to attack, and keeps proclaiming that it has to arrest this dragon devil boy. As this happens, you guys inside the room, you note that the darkness begins to move. What up? All right, Quintus.
You ate my
Feel free.
lunch
You
that
saving
one
face.
time, Bill.
Well, you heard her, and he's gonna just stab directly beside of him.
Go for it.
Oh. Quintus, I was trying to get you not killed in this decision.
What the hell am I supposed to do?
I appreciate it.
right.
I don't know. I don't know.
Oh my god.
That is a miss.
Yep.
And that's a hit.
Yay!
Oh.
Take damage.
He does.
I'm gonna try to shove him prone. So yeah, I'm gonna try to shove him prone.
Go for it. Roll me an athletics check, I presume, and it will roll back against you.
Hiya! Oh, never mind.
Well.
Don't worry about it.
We'll see. Yeah, it succeeded.
Yeah, don't worry about it. That
You hear a
is-
large clang as you swing your shield wildly, and you feel a scimitar strike against it and knock it away from it. It raises its scimitar towards you.
Yeah, that's
Stop
about right.
We gain nothing from killing you apart from amusement, but we know what you've been doing.
Yeah, you and everyone else, apparently.
You see one of its eyebrows raise.
I don't know what that means.
I don't particularly care. We're not going to let you have what you want.
Pity.
I'd like you to roll me. It moves behind you. I'd like you to roll me an athletics or acrobatics check.
Oh no!
Well,
know that
GG
we have
Raleigh.
taken every chance to be civil.
GG Raleigh.
Let's see. Acrobatics is marginally better, so let's give that a shot.
Oh.
Oh, I rolled 2 accidentally. I'll take the first one. It's enough. You fall. Hey, Fenris, roll me a dexterity save. You take
Okay.
7 points of damage from the fall. I rolled real low, but that's exactly enough to knock
Exactly
you
what
out.
I had.
Yeah. 11,
Amazing.
it hits you. I'm gonna have you take half that damage, so rounded down, you take 3 damage, Fenris, as you hear an oomph as Raleigh's body hits you, being cast into the darkness.
Oh, hello. Is he up there? Oh, he's passed out. That's amazing. Oh no. That's unfortunate. Oh dear. That wasn't intentional, but that was beautiful.
That was so fun.
You guys hear another voice enter into all of your minds.
We may die fighting you, but you may just as likely die trying to slay us. Is that research worth this? We had amused ourselves watching these humans suffer and kill each other, but now that our fun is done, we wish to take what we have been sent to find. Consider your options. There will be fewer bodies.
Who are you sent by?
We are agents that right now work for the Bandit Lord Murkwire. We are more predisposed to bartering than one might expect, but do not expect kindness from us either. Highest standard. We know vaguely of what you have done. We know that you should be dead, We know of your activities. We know that many of you should have died several times over by now, and we respect your prowess. But we have a mission, and for us, death is not the end. Unlike you, we know that you are likely responsible for our deal with our informant ending. And as we can no longer steal research, we wish to take it from the source. So what say you?
They could take it, but you know, we're gonna meet Murkwire anyway, so may as well take it back.
My first offer still stands. Take what you want from this building and allow my friends to leave. We will leave, and you can have what you want. Other than that, there is no more bartering.
Then present us with the research. And do not think that you can fool us. We know what we're looking for.
The darkness that is around you disappears.
Clean these husks up, and we will conclude our business.
Fenris! You hear from Brooke back behind them. Fucking, men, stand down! We're going to let the highest standard barter through this. We're not in any position to make any decisions.
Raleigh.
Raleigh.
I don't know why I'm apologizing to you of all people. I've just been getting you up, but I.
Yeah, you've been his
feel
best
terrible.
friend.
Yeah, you've been real nice to me.
I'm trying. You died already once.
I wake up, I'm like folded in half at an impossible angle from where I fell. Let me die.
Raleigh's probably
Why
the
did you
only-
bring me back?
Vibrates violently.
Raleigh's probably the only person who can see because she's like casting it and leaning over him, but Fenris is fighting tears. And that'll be me.
Is that you?
Yeah.
Cast invisibility on Lexi.
Oh.
Hardly know it. Miriam, I hardly know him.
Oh, gee, no, you.
Okay.
Did Miriam give Lexi a look back of what he thinks she should do?
He gave you a look and he made you invisible.
Cool. I'm getting mixed signals from the boys. Oh.
Vogan, you see Lexi turn invisible, and I'm sure there's a conflicting moment of, oh.
Oh. I'll just look where I was looking at, where Lexi was, like, give her a nod instead.
Okay. Make up your mind, you bitch.
I don't know, he can turn you invisible.
What say, Vogan?
Whatever.
Do I see this happen?
Yeah, I'd say just about.
The decision has been made, friends.
Oh god, we're gonna die. We're gonna die. Shoulder.
Like, hey, I need to get in there. Move out.
Gets pulled out.
All right.
Actually, I don't need to get in there anymore. He walks back.
Actually, sorry. You stay there, though.
All right, going back in.
No, you go back in.
No, you stay.
He lifts off, and he also lands on the adjacent building, overlooking all of you. All right, this boy's gonna go. This boy's gonna attack Quintus.
Yep.
Cutting words.
Cutting words. All right, go ahead and roll it. Don't expend it, but don't even bother rolling it. It nat one.
Crit. Oh, even better.
Oh.
It does that. It's then gonna go for its second attack, and that's a crit.
It's a
rather
husk of
me-
many extremes.
Rather me than jerky.
You are struck, you are knocked out, pushed back into a bunch of boxes containing research materials that strike. You hear the cracking and breaking of glasses and beakers behind you in the boxes. As you fall unconscious as well.
Okay, I'm just gonna try and get to the wall. Should I sneak? Should I try to be quiet?
Yes.
I'm all invisible and shit?
Yes.
No,
just
don't be
checking.
quiet.
Be as loud as
I don't
humanly
fucking
possible.
know. I'm gonna be really loud and yell that I'm going.
Alright, thank you, Miriam. Bye.
Okay.
So
And
bonus
more men
action
should I
hide.
roll for it?
Yeah, roll me stealth.
fair.
So bonus action
Wait.
stealth, because you are. This is a hide. What you're doing. Fucking.
Okay.
You have advantage because you're invisible.
It's true. They would be looking for you, otherwise it would
anyway,
just succeed. So you have advantage. So roll again. We'll take the higher of the two, and I'm gonna have them both roll perception.
Cool.
So we'll take the higher of the two.
26 is good.
Okay, that's that one. And now the other boy. Okay, you don't know if they are going to be able to notice you, but you know that you feel like you are. Okay, where are you going?
That guard's in the way there, so I got fuck. Okay, here I go.
I mean, there's a path. There is a path you can take.
I know.
Yeah,
Is it
you
this
have to
path?
go. You have to go
Yeah, I
that
gotta
way.
go around. Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
One. So that was what? 1, 2, 3,
GTFO.
4, 5, 6, 7.
Yeah, and then if I action dash.
Well, that's your
right?
movement would have been. It would have
Yeah.
been. It would have been 1
Bonus
second.
action dash.
I'm gonna just move you back to where you were because I moved you. It would have been 1,
So how much is it?
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You'd
Okay,
have,
and
you'd have
now
to
you
then
can
dash from there.
Now I can bonus. Yeah, okay. Hibby?
Okay. You can get to the base of that, and then about 5 feet up. All right.
I hope everything's going okay. I continue to flee.
He's gonna do
You're
nothing.
doing good, Lexi.
Jerky's gonna
Get
go
him.
ahead and go for a claw. Yeah. Jerky's gonna nat
On
one.
Quintus.
That's good.
Samantha's
What
gonna
the fuck
take
is
that
wrong with
short
you,
sword and go
Spencer?
for an attack. They're gonna miss. These guys aren't doing so good. Raleigh, are you
Oh
doing
my
anything?
god.
Raleigh, you clock the small footprints forming in the mud moving by you as Lexi passes you.
I'm gonna hold that attack action, boy.
Should like, I don't know, cover them.
Yeah, I'll clock where those are going, and then I will make my way into the building, specifically walking over her footprints.
You make it in there with your movement. You see the boy, the last of the husks. Man, that one husk is giving you guys a lot of trouble.
Right? I keep forgetting there's one left. I'm gonna try and
It's,
hit
you
it
know,
if I can.
killing
Go for it.
Better me than Jerky.
Oh, shush you.
That's just gonna be on your fucking
It
gravestone.
shouldn't be.
You
blinded.
shouldn't be blinded, but you did hit.
Alright.
You did not drop a 20, so you just take the hit and go ahead and roll damage.
Sweet.
You strike it,
can
you
do
blast
it.
it with energy, cold is left on it.
One
Come
more.
on, the ultimate kill
Beam.
scene.
That's a crit! Save for the sake of conversation, the first one knocks it against the wall, the second one hits it, strikes it hard enough that the wall behind it crumbles outwards, and it's blasted back out into the rain.
Of course, Quintus, okay?
Quintus, roll a death save.
Please don't nat one, please.
no.
Please.
That's a fail.
Look at all the good ones I have.
Gosh
today.
darn it.
There we go.
Let-
Quintus, get up. Healing word.
Oh my god.
God bless.
I rise with the sun.
Oh god.
Dark out, you asshole!
As that
trying
happens, initiative technically ends, for all intents and purposes. Lexi will say you are trying to get to the top of the wall. What is your overall plan, Lexi?
Fucking dude, I don't know, because I have no way of climbing, and if I try to get the climbing shit, like, fuck. It's like 30-foot fall, like, well, here I go!
I
You
mean,
could just hide up there for a bit, but
I could, but like,
How
if
long
they
does
can,
invisibility
if they can
last?
see me, yeah, how long does it last? And I would have no way of knowing how long it lasts.
They don't seem to notice you. After the commotion dies down and a lot of you get relaxed, you again hear the voices entering into your mind. Now that you're done your extermination, please present us with what we wish to leave with. The trunk that would have been in there. 2 leather straps and a combination lock.
Miriam, do you know where it is?
No, I haven't been able to find it.
looking
It's in here
around.
somewhere.
Okay, well, we'll
Keeps
take a
just
look.
like starts like moving some of the stuff around as he's looking for it.
All right. Heckin', guys,
Staying
roll,
out here.
roll me deception on the whole. I'd like everybody to roll me deception. Everyone that's trying to
me?
look, anyways.
Oh my god, Miriam,
Well, GG.
no! Yeah, here we go, boys. Death.
Here we go.
Holy, this is what you do!
Ha ha!
Nice!
Okay. I'm not participating. I want to say
Alright.
that much. I'm just sitting.
Jerky, get out of here while we're looking for this stuff. I mean, you're in the way.
God.
Jerky's gonna get out, growls up at it. The guards are also gonna move out of the way, not totally knowing what you're doing. They all step back. Those that have weapons train them on them after you spend
Jerky,
enough
roll
time.
deception.
Jerky don't get what's going on. Jerky a cat. They don't seem to let on anything immediately. Lexi, you flip the rope over to the other side without them seeming to notice.
I'm gonna climb down it.
What is taking so long?
I'm gonna pull out a scroll and just tap it on my arm and hold it out to Raleigh. I don't know if it'll work. I'm gonna try and buy you a minute if you want to try this.
I'll take a look at the scroll.
I hand him the scroll of Gios.
Oh my
shit.
god.
You know that still takes the minute.
A minute, yeah.
It takes a minute to cast
Takes a
it.
minute to cast.
Yeah.
We're trying to buy him that minute.
Y'all like looking around and
no.
shit. Like, yeah.
Oh my
Distract
God.
the
don't know what
boy.
you- Come up with something, but you can make hopefully one of them.
Vamp, boys, vamp!
Oh my god.
I'm gonna grab some stuff off the table and just walk out with a pile of it in my hands. The doctor doesn't keep very good notes. I'll be over here.
Yes, it's a bit of a mess in here. Please bear with
There's
us.
some paper notes inside I don't want to bring out into the weather. But if you'd like to see some of the specimens he's collected, we could put these in a trunk somewhere around here. Perhaps a box.
Neen, a flash of lightning strikes, and Neen seems to move between the flashes of light and just be in front of you. And walks towards you.
We are not interested in any of the loose notes. We require his core research, which is, as we have been told, in a large trunk, bound by 2 leather straps, and a 5-digit combination lock.
Alright, perhaps he's hidden it somewhere. I'll just toss this stuff on the ground.
Roll me deception again. Are you guys trying to begin casting Gios? After about 20 seconds go by of the casting, he starts to get antsy. You see his claws twitch and scrape the ground.
That's enough. I'll look myself.
And he starts sauntering in towards the inside of the building.
Could I stand
I
right here?
wouldn't. There's some traps and things we've disarmed in there, but we're not sure what else is inside.
Indeed, could be dangerous.
The
I'm sorry,
pacifist
bear with
gnome.
us.
You expect me to believe the pacifist gnome has set traps?
He's more clever than we thought he might be.
Roll me an auxiliary deception check for that. That's what this is gonna be, man. This is a lot of that.
Oh, yeah, stop it!
Oh man!
That's tight.
What do you mean? Aw, man.
Yeah, fuck you, Logan.
I'm gonna
Oh, man
gesture
goes
to
both
one
ways.
Of, one of my like open like slashes into my armor from all the previous other fights to be like, there's an arrow trap inside that got me when we came in to hide.
Balaxine, what do you take of this? They are not to be trusted, of course.
Give him a deep bow.
Perfect.
I would like to climb in through the window.
Like, trying to get in.
Know that if you're tricking us, everyone here, including the guards and your cat, will die.
Understood. I would never presume to question such powerful enemies, my lord.
Do not condescend.
No condescension meant.
And once we find it, you will take up your end of the bargain, will you not?
Return the research to Murkwire.
Then I'll continue looking.
Roll me one more deception check with advantage, and this one's gonna determine the rest of the time.
And we'll turn around like, you two, get inside and search the place. Turn it upside down.
To the
If they
guards?
die, they die. Yeah, to the two behind me, because they're just kind of standing
Duh.
there, and I'm like, get in
Right, certainly. Brooke, by this point, will move over to Vogan.
I'm not sure what you guys are doing, but you'd better have a good idea.
Man, how
Not
far
gonna
away has
say
Lexi
anything.
gotten at this point?
Yeah, I was
I
gonna
will-
say,
yeah,
I'm
I'm
fucking
gonna go
going.
She's
Whether or
gone.
not he
Yeah,
knows.
man, I'm
Lexi, I
going.
will say that you will have climbed over the edge. Lexi, you are out of here. You are removed from the situation in any case.
Yeah, I would.
Thank God.
Okay, I would pretty much probably head back to where.
Gotcha. That will take a while.
I would trust them to handle
So
this.
you are
Yeah.
out of this situation. Goes without saying, we're
Line
done
up
after
the
we
road.
resolve
Don't
this.
die!
Yeah.
Don't die! I love all of you so much.
How are we going to resolve this? They're not leaving without a chunk.
Oh my god.
Well, that one gets antsy
What's
at
your
around the
first
point. At around the point where Raleigh would finish casting the spell, Neen becomes aggressive about his disbelief.
This is ridiculous. I'll find it myself. I'm tired of your games.
Be my guest.
He walks in. Raleigh, so this is where we're gonna conclude.
Okay, here's the moment of truth.
So, first we need to see if the scroll works.
Okay.
So roll me your spellcasting ability. The DC is 15, I believe, because the spell's level 5.
Yeah, that's my understanding.
I
I have not gotten
Everything is now in slow motion. Raleigh,
Can I give him my inspiration?
sure.
I
Okay,
have
thank
gift
you.
for you once again, Raleigh. Have my inspiration.
My fucking guardian angel.
Please call me that again. No, I'm kidding.
You cast the spell successfully. As you turn towards him, let's go over the details of what you're doing with the spell.
Yeah.
I'm so worried about their magic resistance.
That's definitely gonna play into it.
So,
Yeah.
what is the command that you are looking to put on, I assume, Neen, since he's the one that's within your,
You can
your
see
sight?
him, yeah.
All right, here's the deal. You work for us now. Fight your friends.
Sweet.
And okay, so since you don't have a thing for this on your sheet, you have, heckin' suggestion, which is also a wisdom save, so roll the suggestion saving throw against him.
Noting the saving throw is DC for the scroll. Or it's DC 17.
Right,
my
right,
God.
right,
doesn't use
right.
our saves, yeah.
Thank God.
So, that said, I'm gonna just add 2 to suggestion. Go ahead and throw that at him.
Roll them.
Okay, so just roll suggestion on him.
Oh my god.
Yep.
Okay.
Here we go.
I am
As
horrified.
you tell this, it is going for its scimitar as you say this.
Fenris is like, what the fuck? Raleigh, you beautiful boy!
Oh my god, such beautiful teamwork.
I'm not okay, man.
So,
Legendary resistance.
If there was ever a time to murder Logan.
Oh my god!
as you use it, you see its eyes glaze over for a second, it then shuts them, opens them back up. There's a faint glow to them.
How disappointingly predictable. So you say that I have to work for you?
I mean, unless you'd rather have your brain explode or something to that effect.
I would rather die.
Pulls out standard.
It's immediately going to take the 5d10 psychic damage.
Yeah. That's a okay way to open combat. I'll take 5
Yeah.
d10
Yeah.
That's good.
Roll 5d10.
That's a good amount of damage to roll.
Alright.
That's delicious. I'm a little hungry.
Balaxine!
Tasty.
29.
That's a
cool.
good damage.
That's some good
Balaxine.
damage.
They have removed it. Deal maximum damage before you flee!
And he's going to rush forward. He's going to disobey by attacking one of you, and he will die immediately after doing this. But he is getting an attack in.
Quintus!
Yep.
Attack the guard! We don't care about him!
And he strikes
Samantha.
Quintus. He misses. The blade goes by you as it does. As it does, he strikes you, reels back, puts a hand on his head, hits the wall behind him.
Make no mistake, death is not the end for us. You will see me again. Highest standard.
As he says this, his body begins burning away into this sickly green energy.
Ah!
And
Everyone,
he does.
take care of the other one!
Vogan, you're up
Holy
first.
fuck. Oh my god, that was amazing.
Lightning flashes. You see the glint of light reflecting off the drawn scimitar of the one above.
Very well.
Dagger! Dagger!
That's a hit.
How can you hit him from there?
Yeah!
What is going on?
Dagger!
It says you're out of ammo. It says you're out of ammo, dude.
Shut up!
So it missed anyways. You are out of daggers. Vogan, as he disappears off the top for a second, you're regarding the roof, wondering where he is. As that happens, a scimitar comes around the side.
fuck.
The attack will have advantage because you can't see him. Comes out of hiding to hit you. And
I can't see it.
yeah. Strikes. He misses you on the first one. Strikes you again. Misses that one. Takes a step out. Tries to go for a bite.
Disadvantage.
All right, you go for it on that. You give him disadvantage. That causes you bring your shield up and place it between his jaws as he tries to bite and push him back.
Now you're in range, fuckface.
A great sword comes by you and strikes him and crits. Brooks strikes him with a great sword, knocks him. He gets like knocked to the side, and he looks up. Every night, I've been listening to you cackle as my men tear each other apart. You could have taken what you wanted and leave, and left, but you chose to stay, like it was amusement. I'm going to rip you apart. And he's going to go for his second attack.
That's a spicy
Calm down,
dragon
Gary.
burn.
It's a hit. Strikes
She
him.
has-
Hits him again. Deals 8 damage to him. Higher standard! Rip apart this son of a bitch! And
Far away.
Travis is going to step in and fire a crossbow at him. Probably not going to hit. That is a miss.
Damage is damage.
Quintus!
Shove past Vogan somehow.
Net!
A net.
Yes!
Are you netting him?
I really want to know what would happen, but no. I'm gonna
No, do it! Do it, you coward!
If not now,
I am a coward.
If not now, when?
Melee net! First attack!
Oh my god.
You can only make one.
Yeah. You
Oh, wow.
throw it. He grabs it and pulls it to the side. Opens his mouth, just right in your face. That is unfortunately your whole multi attack.
That's fine.
Is there anything else you'd like to do?
Ah!
Nah, fair enough. Oh man, Deco, all the missed chances for fucking like you opened the door.
I know!
Oh, so many chances for an in joke that no one will get from like fucking 10 years ago.
Man, I wish this guy could get a way to hit this guy.
He's gonna get
But
in here. He's gonna get to here and he's gonna spear him. And
him.
he's gonna hit. Strikes him.
Nice.
Deals 0 damage because of reduction.
Then I'm gonna freaking bat this boy with my mace.
All right.
Bat him to death.
Yeah.
Kill him.
That's a hit.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh, she's still blinded, by the way.
I am, what the fuck?
Oh,
Oh,
I did. Oh well.
Girl,
She's
why you
blind
so
with rage.
Girl, why you so blind?
Because I had tears. Because I had tears in my eyes. Because I was really upset earlier. I don't have feelings.
you go.
Leave me
You hit
alone.
though. You hit. Is that you? I see.
Grrr.
Grrr.
Show him your grr face.
Is that you then?
Do it!
Oh well, all right. Pardon me, but okay, that's okay.
Oh, I'm heartbroken. Lexi's
Jerky
missing this.
is going
Sorry,
to do
Jerky.
nothing. He can't get in there. All right, Raleigh, what's up?
Crap.
Probably we're gonna need
Kill
a
him to
temper.
death.
All right, give this boy some pepper.
I think I just got skipped.
Do it.
What?
Oh,
You got
did you
skipped?
skip? Did you?
Miriam!
Yep.
Miriam, what are you gonna do?
I'm gonna do exactly what I just did. Touch the city's left.
Don't get him.
It'll work one
We
of
can
these
talk
times.
about it, but you know, with these deals, the devil's in the details.
Yeah.
Both
Magic
Very
resistance
clear.
is a pain, man.
Vogan,
Right,
Quintus, and
magic
Fenris all point at him and laugh.
And not only magic
Amazing.
resistance, but a rather high wisdom save. All right, Raleigh, what are you gonna do?
Now I'm gonna give this boy some pepper.
There we go.
Get him.
Hurt.
Hurt him
That
to
misses.
death. Damn
One more
it! I said hurt him to
try.
death.
That hits.
Yay!
right.
Go
Attack!
Raleigh!
Oh, max
Yeah.
damage!
Oh,
Blast him!
yeah.
Oh, swiggity,
Maximum pepper.
swiggity, swooty.
I don't want to move him, but can we say that it like slams him into the wall a bit?
Totally. He grimaces in pain as he hits the wall. Your turn's done, by the way, right? I'm narrating a thing. I'm narrating a thing that would require. Okay.
Yeah.
As you do that, he looks to all of you, raises up his hands. Don't think that you have me trapped. Snaps his fingers and darkness erupts from where he's standing.
Oh no. Oh hell?
But like, what if we just said
And
fuck
he
it and
is
left?
disappearing.
Right though?
It is not going to get near Vogan. It is going to go for Miriam.
Damn it.
Its first attack, well, actually, all of its attacks are going to have advantage. Because
Oh
darkness.
no. Well,
Goes for a scimitar attack on Miriam. That should have had advantage, so I'm going to roll it again just to see if it's a crit. It is not. It strikes Miriam. Does maximum damage.
fuck.
It is going to bring up its weapon, stab down into Miriam. Automatic crit. Miriam, you are going to suffer 2 failures, and then it is going to reach down, grab onto you, bite into your body, and it is going to fling you, so it's going to try to hit you. Yep.
I just marked the fail.
You guys hear Miriam cry out. He takes the body, tosses it to the side. You hear the sound of something hitting a wall, and telepathically you all hear coming from some direction.
That's one of you. I come for the rest now.
And he is going to bonus action hide.
Y'all were mad at me for wanting to pick up another diamond.
I mean, if you want to be petty about it, Brad.
I expect some apologies.
You can
you
expect that
ain't
all
gonna
you want.
get it!
Quintus, you would hear the generator kerfuffle.
Oh yeah, boogeyman.
I will say you would have no idea which one he took down, but
I heard you said I heard Miriam cry right before that.
you heard her cry. Moving through, you do not. Raleigh, you hear the clamoring of what you distinctly hear to be Quintus moving in front of you, going into the middle of the room. You do not hit anything whilst you're in there, but you do hear in the back of your mind,
Brave of you to enter into my darkness.
You fight me, coward!
I intend to.
I'm gonna step. I feel like I bumped into what I can only assume is the body.
you would trip over something.
Might not be best to bring him up right now.
Yeah, I will get to you in a moment.
Since
I'm
you only
saying
have
that
one
to
spell
a lot
slot.
of people. Yeah.
Do you have a 3rd level?
Yep.
Okay, cool.
I was saving
You're
it.
moving
I
there.
was saving
As you
it.
move into that space, you collide with a body.
Oh!
I'm gonna blindly attack.
Go
I'm
it.
so sorry if this is someone else. It's probably not. Ah, yeah!
Go ahead.
Yeah!
I'm gonna blind you.
Do it! Do it, man!
I love Red Bull bread. Go for it.
No. No.
Bread
No.
is sponsored by
Plague.
Bread.
Oh!
Oh my god, yes.
You hit.
Please get rid of this darkness.
Ooh, please die! Oh!
Red Bullers.
Red Bullerson.
No. None of that. None of that.
You
No, you're
strike
not
it,
dead.
dealing. Well, I mean, you know, guys.
We are playing Nat19!
But is the darkness still up?
It is.
Damn it.
Heck.
You strike it. It lets out a groan. I will say that knocks him out of hiding, so the rest of you in the room would have an idea of where he is, despite the blindness.
Hell yeah.
Now I know where you are. You will face the highest standard.
Quick, use your spell slot to kill him.
Quick, get him! Yeah! Logan, do you mind? No, I'm kidding.
That's not Bogan.
I know.
That's 100%.
Excuse me,
Spencer.
Buddy VA, I have a bone to pick.
Vogan.
Logan, you know where he is.
But get him.
Get him,
I'm gonna try
boy!
him.
Please, Bogan.
I know you
Yeah.
can do
Come
it.
on,
I
do it.
know.
Whoop. Oh, second attack.
Oh.
17! That hits, I assume, right? I hit with 17.
That hits.
Right?
Die.
How do you want to do this?
Doing the murder! Do it! Do it! Do
I
it!
hear where Fenris got him. I hear the I guess he exclaimed slightly.
Yeah.
I rush forward. Quick draw style, like from my waist, just slash at whatever's in front of me. And when the darkness like disappears, I see he's just cleaved in twain.
As you rush forward to make that attack and you slice him, there's a moment of nothing, a groan. The light formerly cast by Driftglobe suddenly ignites. Mechanics be damned. ignites, no longer having been suppressed. Light fills the entirety of the place. You see this thing's draconic form begin sliding into.
Make no mistake. Once our pact with Murkwire is complete, we'll have our revenge on you.
I already heard this speech before. I stab him in the face.
You do. Doesn't stop him from talking because telepathy.
God damn you!
Be seeing you. Highest standard.
He
And
vanishes,
I look over to the ground.
dissolving into green, sickly energy.
Jump over toward Kitty.
Oh, no. Okay. Shit, my hands are shaking. And Fenris is gonna fumble with the diamond and prepare Revivify.
You go to it. You put the diamond out. You begin casting the spell and praying to Tequin. As you do, the diamonds glow and evaporate in your hands. Magic from them travels down one of your arms into your hands on Miriam. Miriam, you breathe in deeply as one hit point is restored to you.
You're not allowed to die yet.
God damn it.
allowed. It's not allowed.
You're not allowed.
You're not allowed.
okay.
As soon as she started casting Revivify, I just ditched the standard and was like holding onto his hand, like.
We have many more memories to make.
Oh.
She's still
Yeah, that's the one. There you go.
She's still like holding onto him with both hands, but she's just looking away like he's not there. Like she's specific. It's back to old Fen. I'm not like here.
Bawling and holding onto him.
Yeah, man.
As you are revived and the darkness clears, I will note the kobolds that are at the southern gate, who have definitely taken notice of this by now. The wizard will have sensed that the creatures commanding them have been killed. They look to each other. He lets out a cry, and the rest of them begin to move away. The others leaping off the
Fuck
side.
this!
But what does
Yeah.
that cry sound like? Give us another curveball scream.
It's just a.
They're just so
They begin riding off into the distance. The rain continues, but the lightning and thunder and wind begin to die down to a degree. Okay, so YouTube side, we are out of here. We'll see you guys next week.
Goodbye, you dude!
You all are loved and appreciated. Mwah!
Dinosaur race.